Welcome to Homestead Reptile, and today we are doing a cage unboxing and a review. So this cage is a 18 by 12 by 12 PVC cage I got off of Amazon. It's a flat pack, so you have to put it together. Now, what caught my eye was the price. So it was $50.99. And if you know anything about PVC cages or quality reptile cages in general, they are normally not that price. Normally something like this would be like $200 for a PVC cage like this. So I got it on sale. The original price is $59.99. So it's a $10 difference. Currently it's no longer on sale. You have to buy it at full price, or you could try to wait for it to go on sale again. But there's a lot of good reviews. There's two style cages. There's the arboreal setup, and then there is the terrestrial setup, same size. Now, I have been looking online about these cages, and there are some slightly bigger ones. They're just not on Amazon. For whatever reason, they're on Etsy, and I find that weird because it's they didn't make this. It's not like an Etsy product, like self-made handcrafted cage. It's not. It's a mass-produced cage from China. But so far, I'm relatively impressed with it. Now, it was a bit tricky to actually put it together. The instructions aren't the absolute clearest. Nice thing about this product is that there is actually a video showing someone putting it together on Amazon, so I kind of follow the video a little bit more than the instructions. Once I watched the video and took a little bit more time putting it together, it went together quite smoothly. It's a nice cage. It's lightweight, it's sleek. Now this cage wouldn't be really appropriate for an adult. It's a little bit too small for an adult, unless you have an adult that doesn't do well in large cages, or there's like multiple reasons to use a smaller cage for an adult. So quarantining an animal, if you're a lazy breeder and do not wish to look for eggs in their bioactive enclosures, because your geckos are horrible and they love to lay their eggs in the middle of the plant's rhizomes or in the plant's root bulb, and you have to basically tear a whole plant out to find the eggs. So you move them to smaller cages so you can find the eggs more easily. Then you put them back in their permanent cages. I'm calling these the egg vacation cage, where I don't want to look for eggs anymore. It's like the number of eggs I have lost in a bioactive enclosure for random reasons, that they hide them in weird places where there's plants. It's annoying. They love the bioactive enclosures. I think they're good for them. It's just not good for me to find eggs. So I'm just doing this new thing where when I'm breeding females and they're going to lay eggs, they go into slightly smaller cages, about the size of this actually, for a few months. Then they go back to their main cages. It also gives me a little bit of time to revamp their old cages, because I did have to dig out a lot of plants. The plants aren't looking their best, and they're taking a little bit of time to bounce back up, but it's a good time for me to actually refresh cages, like add new duck or add new plants, clean it out, and give them a total refresh. So when they're about to head back in, they'll have pretty much a new cage to go back into. But again, it did take me a little bit of time to screw this all together. Now, once I did get it going, it wasn't too bad. And since this is my first time putting one of these cages together, the second time around, I think it would be a lot easier because I know what I'm doing. Again, just like the cage is lightweight, it is not waterproof. So if you want it waterproof and to make it a true bioactive enclosure, add soil and don't want any leakage, you need to do a little silicone bead around the cracks, and you're pretty much ready to go. And again, it's for the price. It is, you can't beat the price. It's a good cage for the price if you're moving cages around a lot. Again, these cages would be great for quarantine, I personally think. Quarantine, just anything like that, they're amazing. And honestly, they would be an amazing permanent cage if you had a species that could live in this cage permanently. Or it would be a great grow out cage if you're growing out your baby and you want it in something spacious and something that looks nice. Again, it is a nice cage. There's nothing wrong with this cage. I do wish that there was like a larger size for an adult. There's a lot of features I like. I like the little magnets on here. The door opens really smoothly. And again, it's a very sleek, clean cage. It's nice. I like it. I like it so much that I'm actually planning to get a handful more. So I'm probably going to get 2 more of the arboreal setups, and I'm probably going to get 2 or 3 of the setups for terrestrial creatures. And again, this is not an appropriate cage for this size gecko. This is just her egg vacation cage because I do not like looking for eggs. So she's just going to hang out in here until she's done laying eggs, and then she'll go back into her main cage. And again, it's like it's a nice cage. It's a decent cage for the price. You can't beat the price. It's pretty good. First impressions are really good. Like and subscribe and leave a comment.